Hello everybody, welcome to this video. In this reading, we're going to be looking at your love interest and we're going to be asking, are they mad at you? Are they glad at you? Or are they sad at you? So basically, how are they feeling? What's their general mood towards you? What are their overall feelings towards you right now? We're also going to be looking in depth on their perception of this love connection. So what are their thoughts about it? How are they viewing the connection that they have with you and the situation that the two of you are in? So we have 6 options, which you can see in front of you. The numbers are on top of each of the stacks. So go ahead and get in touch with your intuition and choose the reading that seems to be calling out most to you. I'll tell you, one of the ways that I like to choose with pick a card readings that really works for me, and everybody is different, so this may or may not work for you, but I like to choose one tarot card for each option, and if any of those tarot cards are a major arcana card, then I take that to be a significant reading for me. All right. And if you don't have a physical tarot deck, but you have a smartphone, there are lots of free tarot apps out there where you can just pull cards on your phone as well. So like if you're looking at a pick a card like this one, where there are 6 options, just choose 6 tarot cards. And again, look for those major arcana cards to guide you towards the reading that is meant for you. You might have your own method of choosing. Of course, just do what works for you, but I'm just saying if you need a little bit of assistance, that is something that I've found to help. And like I said, everybody is different. So just be in touch with your intuition in the way that works best for you. Timestamps are going to be below, so you can go directly to your reading. You can also find information about personal readings down below. If you're new to my channel, I am so glad to see you here. If you're not currently a subscriber, I would be glad to have you as a subscriber. I am going to be doing live stream free mini readings on occasion for anyone who shows up to the live stream. So if you want to be notified of those, you'd want to be subscribed to get that information. So with all of that said, I will see you at your reading. All right, welcome to everybody who chose reading number 1. So first we're going to be looking at, are they sad at you, glad at you, or mad at you? And I wanted to take, my intention for each reading was to take this spirit animals, what is this called? Anyway, it's an animal totem tarot is what it's called. Sorry about that. As sort of the guiding card or the strongest indicator of their mood, sad, glad, or mad. And it's the 10 of Cups. So they're very glad. They have a very full heart when it comes to you. This is a very loving energy. But it is a little bit more nuanced than that. Yes, you make them very happy, so you do make them glad. But I also feel like this is someone who sees you as someone who has, you know, a very freedom-oriented personality. Some of you might be Sagittarians or maybe an Aries or an Aquarius, but they see you as someone who, you know, needs your independence. We also have the 3 of Cups and the 3 of Swords coming up underneath that. So I feel like they're trying to get into that safe space of feeling like it is safe to love you, but they feel like you are a little bit of a heartbreaker energy because you probably inspire a lot of people to be very attracted to you. So I think at times that makes this person feel a little bit jealous, maybe even a little bit self-destructive. We have the Mute card and destruction with bound. So I feel like sometimes they might be a little bit self-destructive when it comes to this connection with you because they're afraid. You know, they're afraid that you're going to go off with somebody else, choose someone else. And that really makes them sort of shut off sometimes. Sometimes this person might even stop communicating with you because that's the best way that they know how to sort of deal with these difficult emotions, this fear that someone else might sweep you off your feet and they might lose you. So that's the energy that I'm getting. But yes, in general, you make them very glad, and they're trying to learn that they are indeed safe to love you. They're definitely trying to get more into that energy. So let's look as well about how do they view this How do they view your connection? We have the stork, head of the pack. We have wine, developing over time. And we have dolphins, peace, harmony. Yeah, they definitely see, like, they like to envision themselves having a long life with you, you know, creating a family perhaps. I feel like this person probably wants to be a provider energy, and they want to get to know you. They feel like you're someone who has a lot of layers. You're so enticing, but so mysterious. They feel like getting to know the real you is something that's going to take time, and they want to spend that time with you, getting to know you. They want to have those beautiful, harmonious, loving moments. Yeah, they want to spend a long time with you. They want to spend their life with you. Let's see. With stork and the Six of Cups, and also something about the dolphin card makes me think of this as well, because it's a very childlike, free-spirited energy. I do feel like some of them are really thinking about possibly having a child with you. They can see themselves doing that. But again, you know, we have Seven of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles. They feel like this is, they want to take their time. They want to spend time getting to know you, but they also kind of want to take their time because it's hard for them to feel safe in love. This is probably someone who's been hurt before. And, you know, they see you as someone who has the potential to hurt them because their feelings for you are so strong. But also, like I said, because they see you as a very alluring, attractive, fiery person who gets a lot of romantic attention. I think they're trying to match your fiery personality. And in fact, some of them are probably a little bit of a heartbreaker themselves. They may not realize that about themselves, or, you know, they don't fear their own heartbreaking abilities, right? They just fear yours. But this is someone, I think, who also gets a lot of romantic attention, but their attention is focused really just on you. You are definitely their long-term goal. And yeah, they want to spend years. They want to spend the rest of their life with you and possibly have a family. That's what I'm getting for you guys who chose reading number 1. So if you enjoyed this reading, please click the thumbs up button. That helps my videos get out there and be seen by other people, and it helps me to grow my channel. So I appreciate you doing that. It doesn't take much time to help me out in that way. If you're not currently a subscriber, I would love to have you as one so you can see my future readings. I'm also going to be putting out some other content. So if you're someone interested in astrology and just spiritual topics in general, I'm going to be putting out more content like that. I also want to be doing some live streams on occasion where I actually provide you guys with free mini tarot readings during the live stream for anyone who's present. I mean, for as many people as I can do. I probably can't do free readings for everybody in the live stream, but that is something that I want to offer. So make sure that you're subscribed so that you can get notified of that. Again, thanks for watching, and guys, I'll see you later. Bye-bye. All right, welcome everybody who chose reading number 2. This is your reading. So I set the intention at the beginning when I was creating these stacks to take this Animal Totem Tarot card as the primary indicator answering that initial question, are they sad at you, mad at you, or glad at you? And we have the Judgment card. Now in this particular deck, this is a very joyful card. So I do feel like they're glad at you. You make their heart sing. And because it's a very sort of like wintertime, you know, there's this sleigh filled with Christmas presents and reindeer. It makes me think of like glad tidings of joy. This is someone who, it's like you get them in the Christmas spirit, and whether you're Christian or not, or you celebrate Christmas or not, what I mean by that is like you make them feel so generous, like they want to really give to you, probably materially. They like the idea of giving you presents, but also like you just make them really happy. You make them feel very generous. You fill their heart with joy. But we also have a lot of cards here indicating change. The Judgment card itself is a card of change. We also have Metamorphosis. We have the Moon, which speaks to emotional cycles. I feel like this person is understanding that there are a lot of things that you all still don't know about each other. With Concomancy, which is seashell divination, and then the moon coming up underneath. Also, there's the moon hidden by clouds in the background of this Release Your Ex card. This person, I think that they're kind of feeling like you might have some baggage or emotional turbulence sort of connected to an ex of yours, not them, but somebody else who maybe you still are sort of working through the emotions. It's someone who impacted you on a major level emotionally, and it's kind of hard for you to move on. And I feel like this person is really trying to be very understanding of that. They're trying to offer you this spirit of understanding, like I feel like they're kind of saying, like, I understand that I'm not the only person that you've ever loved. I understand if you still need to kind of work through releasing this other person in order to be able to be more happy and open to what I want to offer you. So they see you working through these other issues. And like I said, they're being very mature about it. They also know that you're kind of going through a difficult time as it relates to releasing this other person from your past. And I think they're kind of seeing that as sort of a necessary stage in the process of their love connection with you. So yeah, I mean, they it's not like they love the fact that you're going through this stuff with releasing someone else, but they understand that it needs to take place in order for you to be able to really be receptive to them in the way that they hope that you eventually may be. So let's see as well, how are they perceiving this? So we get the Mortar and Pestle. We get Firefly. We get Grasshopper. This person is very optimistic about you. They're very optimistic about this love connection. I kind of feel like with the Mortar and Pestle, like they want to be a healing presence in your life. Because again, they do feel like you have these turbulent emotions about your past with someone else. And they want to be able to step in and heal that and make you understand that they can love you in a way that you haven't been loved before. They're really eager to show you how loving that they can be because they feel like that's what you deserve. They feel like maybe you didn't receive that in the past. And they think that's unfortunate because that's what you should be receiving in your love life. Let's see, we have the Ace of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, and Nine of Swords. Yeah, this is someone who's definitely looking towards a future with you. It's a very future-oriented, optimistic energy overall. I do feel like with the Nine of Swords, there are moments when they get into their fear-based thoughts as well, which is just them being human. So they do worry sometimes that they won't be able to achieve this optimistic future that they're envisioning with you. But for the most part, they actually are very optimistic and they are just eager to get it going, to get more of a solid, solid thing going on with you. They really like you. I don't know that it's love just yet. These are loving feelings that they have for you, but I feel like they really want to, really embrace this connection because they feel like this chemistry is very strong. They do feel like it's a very spiritual or soulful bond. It isn't just attraction. It's definitely more than that. This is someone as well, like they know that you're someone with a lot of depth of character. They're interested in the difficult emotional experiences that you've gone through in your life. That's kind of a part of why they're attracted to you because they see you as someone who is kind of a warrior. You've had to put up with a lot in life that has been quite difficult emotionally, and they're very impressed with the way that you do that. So that's what I'm getting for everyone who chose reading number 2. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click that thumbs up button if you enjoy this, because that really helps me to get my videos out there and be viewed by more people. If you're not currently subscribed, I would encourage you to do that so that you can see future readings. And I also want to start doing some live stream free mini readings for people on occasion, for everyone, well, as many people as I can who show up in the live stream. I want to be able to do little free readings for you guys. So you'll need to be subscribed to get notified of that, of course. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. All right, hello to everybody who chose Whew, sorry about that, guys. I had lit some Palo Santo right before starting your all's reading, and I guess my fire alarm did not like that very much. So I'm sorry if that hurt your ears. I apologize. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into the reading. Now, I did set the intention for this Animal Totem Tarot card to be sort of the most prominent card in answering that initial question, which is, are they sad at you, mad at you, or glad at you? With the King of Pentacles here, I do feel like it's more glad, but it is sort of like, you know, a very grounded gladness. This isn't someone whose like heart is overflowing with joy. It's more like they enjoy your energy. They feel like it's a solid connection, and they feel glad about that, but it's very sort of sedate, like a quiet gladness, if you will. So we also have Coral's Wisdom from the Oracle of the Mermaids. This is definitely my most favorite card from the deck. I feel like it has a strong Capricorn energy. The message here says, colony, delicacy, fragility, works that are created over great periods of time. So to me, that speaks to Capricorn energy. And interestingly enough, of course, we have that King of Pentacles, which is earth sign energy as well. So I feel like this is, in general, someone who's very practical when it comes to love. We have religious factors. They might be a little bit more conservative. And I don't mean that necessarily they're politically conservative. But like I said, they're just practical. They understand that, two people really need to be able to unite their lives together. And for that to work effectively, it helps if you have similar values, similar belief systems, if you want similar things out of life. I feel like with religious factors and contemplation, this is someone who is very overtly spiritual or religious. I kind of feel like for some of them, they might lean more towards the religious side of things. It is something that they like to communicate about. They like to talk about their spiritual and or religious or philosophical, maybe for some of them, belief system. That might be something that they've spoken to you about. If so, like they're attracted to their ability to connect with you in that way. I do feel like they feel like maybe the two of you have a little bit of a difference of opinion, or for some of you, maybe like a significant difference of opinion. But at the same time, they really respect your spirituality. They do see you as someone who actually provides them with a lot of unique and beneficial spiritual insights. With the Seven of Swords, I feel like it's like concepts or ideas regarding spirituality, religion, or philosophy of life that they themselves wouldn't have come across. So they feel like you have a very unique and interesting mind. They love communicating with you. But also, they are thinking about those practical matters. And no matter how much they like you and that they're attracted to you, they do really think about the long term. And they are kind of, I think, contemplating, could it really work? I feel like they're really trying to look within and be in touch with their sense of inner guidance regarding that. But they do have a really, I feel like almost like a sense of loyalty to you. So let's see how else they're seeing the situation. We get Woman, Double Rainbow, Sun. They feel like you are definitely a major blessing on their life. And again, they just feel like you brighten their world in a way. You definitely help them see the light. Like I said before, you widen their perspective of life and the world. We get 3 of Cups, 2 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, and King of Swords. Okay, so with Woman and Double Rainbow, I already got a little bit of a feeling for this, and when the 3 of Cups, it sort of, reignited that feeling that I had, that intuition that this might be also a third-party situation, so they might have more than one person who they're considering romantically, or they could even be someone who's in a relationship. They feel like you bring a lot of spiritual beauty into their life. They have a lot of love for you. But again, they might be trying to figure out, are you the best person for them long-term, or is someone else a better choice for them long-term based on shared values and shared belief systems? As I said, I just get someone who, they feel like they might have to be a little bit selfish when it relates to making this romantic choice, because this isn't someone who really likes to take a lot of risks. We had the King of Pentacles, and now we have the 4 of Pentacles. This is someone who really likes to play it safe. So as much as they might like you, they're not totally sure. I don't think they've completely decided if it could work between the two of you, but they definitely have some question marks. They might think, well, I love the way that they widen my perspective of the world, but how is it really going to work, So I really hope that makes sense and is helpful to you guys. That's what I'm getting for everyone who chose reading number 3. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed the reading, so that it can help other people to be offered this video in their own YouTube feeds, suggested feeds. That helps my channel out. If you're not currently a subscriber, I would love for you to be one. I am going to be doing some live stream readings where I offer free mini readings to people who show up in the live stream. And of course, you would need to be subscribed to be made aware of those live streams. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Hello, and welcome to everyone who chose reading number 4. So first, I made the intention, or set the intention, that this Animal Totem Tarot card would be the card that would specifically answer that question of, are they mad at you, sad at you, or glad at you? And then we're also going to look at the other cards to get a fuller picture of their emotions, and we're going to also see more about their perspective of the connection that they have with you. So we have the Fool card. I don't think that, I actually feel like for you guys, none of those options is exactly what it is. I mean, I don't think that they're angry with you. I don't think that they're necessarily sad about this. I feel like they view you in a positive way, but at the same time, I kind of feel like they are wanting to move away from you. And so this is my strongest card here, but I am taking the cards as a whole here as well. We get Song of the Siren, heart-to-heart conversations, and the Fool here, which makes me feel like, they view you as a very tempting person. It's like they feel very drawn to you, but all at the same time, your energy is almost overpowering to them, and they feel a little bit scared of you, or like they, the answer is no. Like they don't necessarily feel like they want to unite their energy with yours altogether. So it's almost like they want to leap away from this connection with you for some reason. And we're going to look further into it, so don't get so triggered. And also, please remember that you need to take tarot readings with a grain of salt. If it's an answer that you don't like, people can get really upset sometimes. They want a tarot reading to always affirm to them exactly what they already want to be the truth, So just, be in touch with your own intuition about what's true for you. Don't just assume that every tarot reading is going to be exactly correct. So you don't have to get so emotionally attached to what's being said in the reading. But be attached to the real life evidence. Does this person act like they're trying to detach from you? If so, the reading is definitely trying to let you know that that is indeed the case. They are trying to kind of like distance themselves in a way. And it's not because they don't feel like you're alluring or attractive. They do view you as very seductive to them, but it's almost like a temptation that they feel like would not be the best for them. Some of them also just might feel like, if they got involved with you, then it would really take them away from other areas of their life. They might really get swept up in it. I think some of them might view you as someone who's very strong and intense, powerful emotions as well. And maybe you don't realize how much that affects this person, but it sort of really distracts them from other areas of their life, notably their career, their money, that type of thing. And I think that part of the reason that there is such a strong attraction to you, or the reason they feel drawn to you, but they don't really enjoy being drawn to you, is because there is a sense of karma here. The two of you are sort of learning some sort of lesson with each other, and it makes them feel a little bit uncomfortable at times. And I think they're trying to get away from your energy because they don't like that karmic lesson. So we have Four of Wands, and then the answer is no. They don't really want to be in a relationship with you. That's what I'm getting. That's probably not the answer that you are hoping to get. But like I said, pay attention to your own intuition and the real life evidence. So how else do they view this situation? We get the stars, so it is overall very positive. They view you very positively. We get bellow, which says a catalyst, and then we get snake. Yeah, I feel like this is a situation where their attraction or desire for you is part of what scares them as well. So don't think that they're not attracted. From the very beginning of this reading, I did feel like this person is strongly attracted to you, but it's like they're being seduced, and they feel like this is probably not right. They might feel like, maybe they're already in a relationship, or you're in a relationship, or for some reason they do feel very drawn to you. They don't judge you for the fact that there's this chemistry. They're feeling it too, but they just feel like it's probably not right for the two of you to be together. And they feel like that's sort of a karmic lesson. And because you are so tempting, they feel like they need to get this distance away from you so that they're not pulled into something that later they might regret or feel ashamed of. I don't mean ashamed of you personally, but there might be something about the situation which would make them feel like this is the wrong thing to do. Like I said, it could be a third-party situation or something like that. But they do feel like, what's happening with the two of you is some sort of catalyst, again, for some sort of spiritual lesson. What else do we get? We get the Sun card. So again, I feel like they do view you as a person very favorably. They do care about you. We get the Four of Wands coming up again. I feel like they definitely have considered the idea of a relationship with you, but ultimately they're rejecting that idea because they just feel like it's not what's best for them. They're trying to view this at all angles. We have the Sun here over on this card. We have the Moon over on this card. It is a very strong attraction. It is a very natural chemistry that the two of you have, but they just feel that they probably need to travel towards something else. And I do feel actually that it makes them a little bit sad to do that. But like I said, they just feel like being with you is probably not right for either of you, not just for them, but for either of you. All right, so I hope that this reading was helpful to you. If you enjoyed it, make sure to click the thumbs up button. If you're not currently a subscriber, I would love to have you as one. I am going to be doing on occasion some live stream readings where I offer free mini tarot readings to some of the folks who show up in the live stream, as many people as I can. So if you want to get notified of those, of course, you would need to be a subscriber. So guys, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. All right, welcome to everybody who chose reading number 5. Let's get into your reading. First, we're going to look at, is this person mad at you, sad at you, glad at you? What are their general emotions? And then we're going to look at how they perceive, how they view the connection with you. So my intention before the reading was for this Animal Totem Tarot card to be kind of the primary indicator of that initial question, are they mad, sad, or glad? And it's the Knight of Wands. I am going to kind of like take the cards as a whole here. I feel like, you know, they do feel very passionate for you, so it's a very fiery energy, but they also kind of feel like they have to be prepared for you. It's not necessarily that they're mad at you, but with the Queen of Wands and Seven of Wands, Four of Pentacles, I feel like sometimes they could view you as someone who gets a little bit angry at them. I think that they find that attractive, but they also feel like they have to sort of maybe defend themselves or be prepared to defend themselves. We have an ostrich here, and you know, a lot of people have a misconception that ostriches like to bury their head in the sand and kind of just, you know, avoid or escape from a situation. In the book that goes along with this deck, it explains that what ostriches actually do, as you can see here, they lower their head. His head is not in the sand, but it's lowered, and he has his head up so that he can see. And this is his way of just being prepared for any attack that might come his way. So I kind of feel, like I said, with this fiery Queen of Wands and Seven of Wands, they feel that you can be quite stubborn, Four of Pentacles, and really set in your ways. You have very strong opinions about things. They do view you as extremely attractive, and they do have very passionate feelings of attraction for you. But they feel like they have to be on guard for your own anger that sometimes gets ignited towards them. So that's what I'm feeling here. And I kind of feel like it goes both ways. Like you get a little bit angry with them sometimes and maybe a little bit defensive, maybe at their defensiveness. They're like, well, why are you being so defensive? I'm just speaking the truth, that kind of an energy. So it is passionate, but, you know, a little bit angry. But I don't know if I said this already, but I also get that feeling of like, you're so beautiful with your angry. So, you know, they do kind of like that fiery aspect of who you are. They recognize the spark of attraction with you. They feel like there is a very strong connection here that they can't deny. If the two of you are in separation, they really want to return to you. It's almost like they're beckoning at your soul. They do feel like there are issues here that the two of you need to work on, and they kind of see that in a balanced way. They can see where, from their end of things, there are areas that they need to work on, that they need to be more awakened about, but they also feel like there are areas where perhaps you need to be more awakened about. So we have the fertility card as well. Potential, powerful creative energy, and initiation energy. I feel like when you guys met each other, the passion or the spark that was ignited was so strong. And like I said, undeniable. They definitely recognized that you were a significant person, probably even before the two of you even really got to know each other that well. They could just sense that, wow, this is something else. This is a kind of energy that I haven't experienced before. And so they do feel like there's a lot of potential here, but they also feel, like I said, that there are some issues that need to be worked on. So let's see what else, how else they're viewing the situation. Now that's funny. I was just thinking with this fertility card, obviously she's holding a baby here. I was thinking this could be someone who has thought about the possibility of having children with you, but I wanted to wait until I pulled more cards to see if that was confirmed. And we have the rabbits, which again are about fertility. So yeah, I feel like this is someone who feels like they would love to be a parent with you. They would love the idea of having a very public romance, a public relationship that other people see, a family unit. They feel like you would be a beautiful couple with a beautiful family. So yeah, they feel like there's a lot of potential here. But then we have, you know, a lot of that passion also means that the two of you are quite stubborn. We have Eight of Wands, Queen of Swords, and Knight of Swords. The two of you can both be a little bit quick with your temper, a little bit quick to anger, and you don't necessarily always communicate that in a very loving way. At the same time, there's a sense of understanding between the two of you because you are both sort of similar in that way. You probably both kind of want to get the last word. So do get a little bit of an energy of breakup to makeup type of energy between the two of you. But I feel like this person feels very devoted for you. Like, they have such a big heart when it comes to you. And they feel like eventually the two of you could really figure it out. You're almost like the king and the queen of the jungle, or the king and the king, or the queen and the queen, depending on the genders of the two of you. But they feel like the two of you have kind of a royal or majestic energy. They really feel like the two of you would look good together. I know that seems a little bit superficial, and it's definitely much more than that they feel, but they do also think that is part of their perspective on this. So guys, I hope that really made sense and was helpful to you. Remember to take tarot readings with a grain of salt. Don't just assume that every reading is going to be absolutely correct for you. Be in touch with your own intuition about your situation, as well as the real life evidence. If you enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up, because that helps my channel to grow and for me to gain more views and subscribers. If you're not currently a subscriber, I hope that you would consider that. I am hoping to offer some live stream readings in the future, where I do little free mini tarot readings for some of the folks who show up in the live stream. So if you want to be notified of those, of course, you would need to be subscribed. So again, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. All right, guys, welcome to everyone who chose reading number 6. So the first thing that we're going to be looking at is, how does this person feel? And I set the intention beforehand that to answer that initial question of, are they sad at you, mad at you, or glad at you, that I would take this Animal Totem Tarot to be the primary indicator of that. Of course, it's going to be backed up by all of these other cards as well. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like for you guys, it's maybe a little bit different from being sad, mad, or glad. And it's interesting, I just realized this, but we have a turtle here on the Homeland card, and of course a turtle here on the Nine of Pentacles card. So I kind of feel, that's interesting. I feel like the turtle spirit animal is probably trying to bring you a message as well. I don't know right off the top of my head what turtle spirit animal means. I think part of it, of course, is being able to find a sense of home and belonging no matter where you go. Of course, it's also a message of slow and steady wins the race. So I feel like, are they mad, sad, or glad at you? I feel more like cautious. I do kind of feel like with some of these cards, there are moments where they go through cycles of being sort of sad about this. I don't get like a strong, joyful energy, but I also feel that this is probably not someone who, it's probably not easy for them to be happy. I do think this is someone who has a lot of control issues. They do definitely see the potential of the two of you being together, but they feel like it's going to take a specific sort of timing. And it's kind of like, I almost feel like, do they feel mad, sad, or glad? It's like they feel assertive. They feel like they need to assert their selfhood. Yeah, they can see themselves ultimately creating a home with you, but they also feel like there's something about this situation where they need to assert their own individuation or their own individual identity separate of you. They feel like it's important for them to know that they can achieve a satisfying life with or without you, because they definitely are not certain that it's going to work out with you. They feel like if it were to work out, the two of you would have to really work through a lot of issues. I feel like there might be some issues of trust as well. I don't think this is someone who opens up to other people very easily. But I think what they like about you is they see you as someone who they potentially could really open up to. And that's, like I said, that's not usually the case for them. But at the same time, they're very stubborn. So even with you, it's not going to happen very quickly that they really open up and allow themselves to become vulnerable. We do have the Lovers card here, right? So they are very attracted. They do have these loving feelings towards you. But this is also someone who has some deep-rooted issues. It's someone who has some very intense emotions. I'm getting kind of like a Scorpio vibe here with these people. And, I feel like also like a strong silent type. They have these very intense emotions, but they don't know really how to express them and open up to other people. So they hold a lot in to their own detriment. That's part of their control issue as well. They always want to be in control of their emotions so that they don't have to be vulnerable. They have this hard shell that they wear on their back, this protective energy that if anyone tries to get in, then they can, just pull into that sense of self. I also get a feeling like this is someone who wants to feel like they don't need other people. So kind of like a Scorpio Capricorn combined energy. That doesn't mean that they have to be either of those signs. I'm just more like describing the energy that I'm picking up on. So I feel like they're hopeful, they're optimistic that something could happen between the two of you, but they feel like, it's sort of like a waiting game. They have to kind of like see how things will happen over time. So they're kind of just allowing things to unfold. That's part of their control issue as well. Like, I'm not willing to put myself out there, so I'm kind of just going to see what happens. They want to kind of see what you are going to reveal to them. They do feel safe with you, but again, they don't feel totally safe with anybody. So let's see what else. We have the owl. We have the child, mountain, birds, and man. I kind of feel like as well, this is someone who cares a little bit too much what other people think of them, and it creates a lot of obstacles for them in their life. I think this is probably really rooted in their childhood. They have some sort of childhood issues where maybe a lot was expected of them, and they take on too much of a burden about what other people think. This is also someone who they really can see into the heart of a person, and they have a very distrustful nature. Again, I think they've been burnt a lot in life, so they don't naturally trust people very well. So they kind of like to take time to observe people and really see, what's this person going to show me? Are they going to slip up and show me some not so flattering truth about themselves? It's like almost like they're waiting for people to slip up and do that because they've had that happen so many times before. So definitely a very detached, kind of a loner energy with this person. We get Queen of Pentacles. Okay, Five of Cups. And the Tower card. I feel like this person is feeling like at some time you really did offer them the possibility of something very grounded and safe. And they feel a lot of regrets that they didn't take advantage of that at that timing. It's almost like they feel like they missed the right timing, and now they're not sure if that opportunity is ever really going to come back to them. They messed something up with you in some way. They maybe sort of cut ties with you because that they had that distrustful control issue triggered within them. And so they felt, I need to shut this down. I need to control this. This person might hurt me. So I feel like they're regretting maybe cutting ties with you at some time in the past, because they are seeing now that actually you're an incredibly safe and loving and nurturing person who could have offered them a lot of comfort. So yeah, this is, I guess I'm going to say sad. Are they sad, mad, or glad? This is someone who's kind of like sad in general. It's not even just about you, but they have a lot of regrets in life overall. And I think it's, unfortunately, this is someone who's just had quite a difficult life, and it's really impacted them emotionally and psychologically. So, yeah, I think this is someone who I feel like, I want to send out kind thoughts of prayer and healing for them because I feel like they need some sort of spiritual or divine assistance in order to be able to get the healing that they need, in order to really open up to anyone. It's not even just you. It's they're so closed off to emotional intimacy with anybody, and that's very sad. So, are they sad, mad, or glad? Definitely kind of sad. So guys, I hope that this reading really helped you to understand this person. Please give it a thumbs up because that helps my channel. That's a very easy way for you to pay back this free reading that you just watched if you found it helpful. If you're not currently a subscriber, I hope that you would want to become one. I am wanting to do some live stream free tarot readings for people who show up in the live stream. And of course, you'd need to be a subscriber in order to get notified of that. So thank you again so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.